In a previous video, I showed how to create this arch, installed the arch bead. Today, we're going to mud this in, tie everything in. We'll start with this corner. I'm using this style corner here. Has a plastic insert versus metal, paper. The nose is not protruded, doesn't take as much mud, and it's made for high traffic areas. If you hit it, it flexes back, and I've marked the length. Very easy to cut. Then do the other side. I'll be using an 8-inch trowel, perfect for this area, and I'm going to mud the entire area and this corner in all at once. I'm using the green lid, all purpose. When you first get it, it's a little bit thick. This one's missing the plastic, so we'll mix that up a bit. One thing I do, if you want thick mud later, just mix the top portion, then it'll be thicker going down. Here's the mud. You want it a bit thick. Because we're filling in a large area. A little thin here, since it's a corner bead. Load everything up. Wow, I'm losing it. After it's fully loaded, make it uniform. There you go. Ready for the bead. I push it in. Nice and snug, and then let it relax. I've got the majority of the mud off. Now you want to get just under the ridge. Embed the paper real good. That's set. Now load everything, inside, outside, and I'll do one side at a time. So whatever technique you use, just get the mud on there thick. So it gets a little difficult doing the arch, so I'm going to load up a big pile in the center. Hopefully that'll help. Nice! I'm not very familiar with a hock and trowel, so I'm just going to do it here in a tray. Get a big pile. Now that it's fully loaded, lightweight, slowly take it off. Fill voids as you go. Oh, need some right here. Now you're always going to have a lift off. just lightly lift your trowel right off. And then that can be sanded when it dries. I'll put a piece of tape right here where these two join. And tape here where this trim meets this trim. The corner bead. You want your crease inward. Do the same to the other side. The goal on your first coat is to get coverage over the bead. Stuff like this can be knocked off when it dries. Looks pretty good. Now we'll do this corner. Alright, got it loaded. Now even it out. Just lightweight with your trowel. You don't want to take it all off. Having your mud uniform removes a lot of mud and allows the corner to lay in there nicely, and you ain't pushing all that mud out. Alright. Line it up, smush it in there, light pressure. Let it relax, unless it looks weird somewhere. And since this doesn't have a protruded nose, this part's not that important with this style bead, which I like. We'll just push it in first. Now your first pass is going to look rough. Don't focus too much on that. All that will fill in with the second coat. But I'm getting this edge tight right here. I'm not going all the way out to the nose. So do the same process to all the other corners, then let it dry. While that's drying, I'll do the top corner and this one. I'll be using the TapeBuddy drywall tool. Makes it a whole lot easier, faster. Don't lose the end. I gotta have something strapped on me. I need two hands. I'm using a curtain to hold my box. I've never done this before. I'm not on stilts. And I don't have a walkway, so I'm just going to push it tight here. Walk down. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You can use your glove as a trowel. And just trowel it out. Make that corner more defined. Lightly touching the corner, all the way down. If you'd like to see the video of the tape tool in action, I'll provide a link. I found another corner. I'm out of tape. What I like about this idea is there's no breaks. So when you run your trowel, there's no chance of rippling over one joint and the other. There's the corner I was just working in. So I got to do the same process the whole way on this side and a little area at the fridge. So back to the arch, we're ready for the second coat, and the remainder of this video I'm going to focus in this area. All the techniques I use here can be applied to all the other joints. So now we want to take a clean knife and knock off any high spots, nookies. The smoother you get it now, the smoother the mud will go on. All right, ready for mud? I've got everything loaded up. You want your mud a little thinner? So the second coat is all about fill and wider. So I just slowly, gently remove the mud, but not doing the final pass. Get it nice and wide. Use your mud to fill in voids and get it wider. Now, I'm not a professional. That's why I don't do a final pass at this stage. I just keep slowly working it until it looks like something. Since this is so close, I'm going to fill the entire area. Right over top. Need some fill in there. Ooh! You want more than enough, so you don't end up with voids. Just barely see the trim. Now put more weight here and feather it out. All right, we'll let that dry. Next coat, we'll go for wider trowel. Final coat is all about applying mud and taking it off. It fills in all the imperfections. And getting a little bit wider, I'll use a wider trowel here. This one fits nicely in here. and then you want to tie in all your joints. So you put it on and take it off. Use the edges as your guide. Fill in any voids first. Just get it uniform. Preparation for the big trowel. I go lightly in the beginning to remove a lot of mud. Because if you do a strong pass, you'll overload your trowel. Okay? Less mess. Less of this stuff too. Alright. Apply a little bit more pressure. Now a professional could do this all in one swipe. I just do what works for me. You got a void right there. Fill that in. Even it out. And then make that same pass. Nice! So when you use both edges as the guide, it fills the center because it's a little concave here and here. Now, there's a joint here, here, one down there, and a couple down there. So I want to tie across here and tie these two joints together and just make it uniform. Load up a bunch of mud right in the center. Without dropping any. Get it all uniform. It really does. Everything's tied in. I'll give it a light sand, show the final product. Final result. Looks pretty good. And here's from the other side. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you'd like to see how I created that arch and installed a header, I'll provide a link right here, over there.